Hey everybody, Side Gig Guy here. On the second Monday of every month, I recap the previous month's earnings from side gigs and kind of give you a little financial readout. So let's recap the month of May 2023. So as you can see, we have a total income of $1,825. This is slightly less than the $2,000 goal that I like to have for doing side gigs. My budget is based on bringing in $2,000 a month, and I achieve that by making $100 a day, working 20 days a month. Well, since I've moved to this area, I've discovered that that's just not feasibly possible. So I'm working on a new schedule. It's going to involve working 3 days a week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and having 4 days off, which I'm really excited about. The part I'm not excited about is how many hours I'm probably going to have to work on those days. But it seems like in this area, because it's touristy, all of the money is on the weekends. I'd also like to point out of that money, how much of it is actually shipped money. So shipped is like Instacart. I've made a video on it, and it is amazing how much of the money I'm making from shipped just in such a short period of time. It's the most profitable side gig I have. Most profitable meaning I don't make the most revenue from it, but when you actually count how many miles I'm driving and how much I'm working for it, it actually makes the most profit. So also you can see that I drove a little over 2,000 miles. So I'm not really quite where I want to be on miles per dollar. I'm at about 90 cents in earnings per mile. I'd like that to be more closer to $1, but it's getting there. We purchased $169 worth of gas. That's 9.3% of my revenue. So I have a 10% budget for that. So we're under budget. That's great. So my taxable income is only $346 for this month, which I'm perfectly fine with. I'll have to deposit into savings $858. That money that I deposit into savings is to either pay future self-employment tax or the money that I'm saving is a new car replacement. Well, let's talk about YouTube for a minute. So I got monetized a couple months ago, and each month the amount of revenue is gradually increasing. You can see that in March it was just a partial month, so there wasn't much there. But in April, we easily made about 50 bucks for that month, and that's kind of where I assumed we would be moving forward. But in May, it grew again to around $75 for the income. It really humbles me every month to see that we're gaining subscribers still, at a rate of about 100 or more each month. So welcome to the new subscribers. And if you haven't already subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel. And I have lots of new content that's coming out all the time. There's a new series that I'm planning right now that's going to be sort of like my life story. It didn't start out that way. It started out as how did I become a DoorDasher after working in telecommunications for over 25 years. But I realized that in order to tell the story of how I ended up DoorDashing, I kind of have to go back almost to the 1980s. So we're going to take a trip back in time, and I'm going to do it over the course of several videos, each of them airing on Monday. So after this video, there will be a live premiere of the first installment, which will be talking about the 1980s. That should be funny. I was only 12 years old in the 1980s. Wonder what that's going to be like. So I invite you to check those out. They'll start dropping every week on Monday. So that's about it for this month. That's the numbers that we've made. Don't get worried that we're falling short for the last few months. As you can see annually, we are over $10,000. So that means if you took all the months together, we're still on track budget-wise. And honestly, I'm really enjoying this Foley, Alabama experience, the retired early. That's a lot about what I want to talk about. Why did I retire early and why am I doing side gigs? And is this all a big mistake or is this all going according to plan? You'll have to watch to find out. Thanks for tuning in. Side Gig Guy out.